I was actually blown away because this is actually the first time I actually have, like, met this angelic being officially. Like, this is actually the first time I actually met this spirit or this angelic being. Hey folks, Ethan here, also known as the Valorant Enlightener. Welcome back to my channel. If you guys seen me before, welcome back. If you guys are new, welcome. So today, I'm going to be revealing to you guys the name of the Seraphim Angelic Being that I communicate with in my journey. Okay, whew. This is it. So this is the one that I promise to you guys to know. Who is this Seraphim Angelic Being that I talked to? Who is it? So back in August 2025, I think this was like almost the end of August, I believe, that I got the name of this Seraphim Angelic Being. When I was talking to my guardian angels about pretty much solving a case, and I was pretty much told a new angelic name that I never heard of before, and his name is Seraphim Cephinox. That is his name. Now, this may sound very shocking and very, I don't know how to say anything else, but it's stunning, but it's also very, just something that you don't ever hear from anyone else. But, yeah, his name is Seraphim Cephinox. He's a very powerful angelic being, a very ancient name that I'd never heard of before. And I have actually searched this name up on the web, and surprisingly, there is no mention of this name anywhere. Christianity doesn't have any names of that, and I can't say for like every book, because I haven't read on every book, because there's so many out there. I don't even know how many books are there for angelology, but I don't believe the books don't have this type of name. So he's very ancient, pretty much unknown to the spiritual community. But the thing is, that was sort of the first time, well, sort of like a semi, like, it was sort of like a meeting for the first time, but not really. It kind of gets confusing when you guys think about it. So it doesn't really count as an official meeting, but it was sort of like a meeting, if that makes sense. But moving forward, on September 3rd, that was when I actually did get to meet Seraphim Cephinox for the first time while I was meditating, because I was actually getting a divine calling, and I was like, that's odd. The last divine calling was from Ed and Lorraine Warren, which, if you guys don't know, I did make a video about that. I'll leave a link down below about what that calling was about. Anyway, moving on. So when I received this calling on September 3rd, I was like, is it my spirit guides? Is it my guardian angels? So I just had to lay in bed, meditate, and asked, who's calling me? So that's what I did, and I was like awaiting answers on the other side, and I was like, oh, I got the words guardian angels. And then I was like, what's going on? What's the calling for? And then they were uh, refer me to Metatron, and I was like, oh, I guess Metatron has something to say. But that wasn't the end of it, though. Metatron also referred me to Cephinox next. So I was like, what the hell? What am I? So my spirit guides would tell me, like, you talk to this spirit, but then this next divine spirit tells me to talk to this next spirit, which was kind of a bit funny, but also a bit ironic at the same time. So I don't know what that was about, but anyway, getting back to what I was about to say here is that when I heard the name Sophinox in my mind, I was like, I was actually blown away because this is actually the first time I actually like met this angelic being officially. Like this is actually the first time I actually met this spirit or this angelic being. And I was actually quite honored in his presence because um, he was so new to me that I don't even know him that much. But he's known me for quite a long time, but I don't even know him. So um, the thing that he wanted to tell me was about a divine weapon that I currently possess, which I have not told you guys this before, but um, the divine weapon that I possess in my journey that I didn't even know for a long time, and I'm just telling you guys right now because I actually wanted to wait until much longer until this was the right time to tell you guys this. But the divine weapon I possess is a powerful divine one that I didn't even know I had this for quite a long time before I descended on this earth. So this is quite very extraordinary for you guys to hear about. But yes, I possess a powerful divine wand that is in my possession that I was given a long time ago before I came to this earth. You guys might be wondering, what does it look like? Um, this might sound very disappointing, but I haven't really found out what the true appearance is. But the funny thing is that divine wand I have, it can take on many different forms. And one of the forms that I did see when I first manifested this wand, it was the Elder One, which I'm like, I am not that old professor from the Harry Potter movie. I am not that guy. And what's even funnier is that that wand is not even my type. It looked cool, but it's not even my type to begin with. So that was kind of funny. But yeah, that's not even the true appearance of the wand, if you guys are wondering if that's the true form, which it's not. And I haven't found out, but maybe someday I will probably get a picture out, or I can probably sketch it out to see what the true form is. So maybe someday in the future I will. Anyway, what I was about to say here is that what uh, Sophinox told me was that the wand uh, was created by him. He's the original owner that created this wand, and I was like, wow. I was pretty amazed because I was wondering, is he the one that gave me this wand? Because I was trying to figure out, where did this wand come from? Because I know some magical warriors of light that have descended on this earth get certain weapons that were given before they descended on this earth. And I was given this wand a long time ago. And it's pretty powerful. I haven't really fully mastered it, so that's something I need to work on, and that's my problem. So, anyway, the thing is that I was actually wondering, has anyone else possessed this one before? And he told me, no, I'm the only one that possesses this one, and I'm pretty much the only soul that has been given to this one. I was like, wow. I thought someone else, like another light bearer on this earth, might have possessed this one. And he said, nope, you're the first one that has owned this. Even though he was the original owner, but now I'm the new owner. So it's kind of ironic in a way. But I also did ask him if I return back on the other side, will I be returning this? And he said, yes, I will be returning this divine wand. And it may sound a little sad, but it's reasonable and it makes sense to me. and I asked him, will another light bearer take ownership of this one after I'm finished with mine? And he said yes, another soul will take this ownership from me. So because I was the first one, now another person will be the next owner of whoever is going to be in this next generation. I don't know who it is, but that's not my concern to know about. But yeah, it's it's very very unique that I get to learn about my case. And you guys might be wondering, what does he look like? What does Sephinux look like? I have explained about the appearance of Seraphim Angelic Beings before, and his true appearance, well, sort of almost true appearance, he didn't show me entirely because it's too much for me to handle, but he made it look easy on me to understand what he would look like closely. So he has 5 divine eyes. So one eye like right here, and then there's 4 more. So one up here and one up here. So that's like 5 eyes, like this way and that way. That's what he looks like. And I did see angelic wings. I was very certain I did see it though, but he told me he possesses a lot more wings. But I only saw 4 on his eyes. So that kind of sucks for me, but you know what? I'm alright with that. I don't even care, but maybe someday I will get to see his true form in some way. And he is also very close to Metatron, if you guys weren't ready for that, but he is indeed very close to Metatron. He knows him very well because Metatron is also a Seraphim Angelic Being, if you guys did not know about that. If you guys are kind of curious about how I found that out, well, I will leave a link down below for that if you guys are curious. But yeah, Metatron is also a Seraphim Angelic Being, not an Archangel. I first thought he was an Archangel, but he's not. But anyway, that was pretty much the entire reveal, though. Um, both Sephinux and Metatron, they look identical, but Seraphim Angelic Beings, they have identical forms, but they can have different appearances. So their Seraphim Angelic Beings are not evil, just to clarify on that. And they might look very odd and sometimes a little scary, but they're not trying to scare you because they're not really human, but they're still divine, if that makes sense. So hopefully that clears up what the appearances are, what Seraphims look like. But overall, hopefully you guys found this very informative, very enlightening, and probably, oh my gosh, like, this is something incredibly amazing that you guys have never heard of before, and something you guys have never heard about me. Essentially talking about the divine weapon that I possess. And the thing is that I don't actually have to use my divine wand. I don't have to use it. I did actually ask Seraphim Sephinux that, do I need to use the wand every time to use the full power of it? And he told me no. I don't have to use the wand itself because the wand is binded to me because he binded the wand to me. So now I can be like a total, magician that would like cast magic without even using a wand. Which there are wizards that can do spells without using a wand, which those are type of wandless wizards, something like that. So either way, I can either use a wand or not. It doesn't matter to me. However I want to do it. That's pretty much how I want to battle. Anyway, once again, hopefully you found this very enlightening, very amazing to hear about angelology for me. But I'm pretty sure you guys can contact him, even though he is my original mentor, but mainly my guardian angels are my mentors, so he really doesn't do much for me, but even though he does something. So he's still helping out, but mainly my guardian angels are pretty much the one telling me what I need to do. So, but no matter what, he's still my mentor, my old long time mentor that I haven't heard for centuries or something like that. Ooh, well, now that I got out of the way, love and light to all of you guys, and as always, stay shine out there. I'll see you guys next time.